So we got Miss G Squared Tactical, Amanda, out at the range today. Don't get to see her that often, so take it when you can get it. Either
Sun's
way,
out.
we have the 97B, the CZ 97B, one of my favorite 45 ACPs that I have ever owned. It would be on my nightstand every single night of the year if it had a light rail, but the last time we was at the range with it, Amanda shot it. We were indoors with lighting directly on the target. Not sure if that makes a difference or not, but I've never gotten over the fact that in front of my boy, she embarrassed me. When I tell you that she had a spot about that size in a paper target, like it was just barely bigger than a 50-cent piece. And I didn't do that good. I did good, but not that good. Kind of messed me up a little bit. I let it hurt my pride. I've thought about it ever since. And I said, she says it's going to be okay. But hey, listen, I'm getting revenge today. So we're going to let her shoot at the target. We don't have any more spray paint. So unfortunately, we're going to see what she can do. 10.8 yards. Yes, I do know. I have my SIG rangefinder here. So I do know it's 10.8 yards, which is roughly about where we were shooting indoors. So I'm going to turn the camera around and let her get the shooting. So, all right.
I didn't shoot as good, but it's still on the target.
Well, well, well. I think I'm going to do better
You
than
can show me out on the right side.
that.
I
No,
know
no, no.
that's in your mind because I
I,
guess the circle, though, I left it right open just for you on
no, no, no,
purpose.
no, no. You left the center open too. You
Yeah.
left plenty of real estate there. So, totally going to wear that out and I'll be vindicated today. I don't know what. She does have her Crocs on. We're in the mud, so I guess, they're not in four-wheel drive, so whatever. She put them in four-wheel drive now. Maybe that's the problem. But she was asleep over there for about 30 minutes too until a squawking hawk woke her up. But either way, it's my turn. So
I'll let you show me out this once.
you think I'm gonna show you out?
Yeah.
I might not do that good, so let's see. All right, so already off camera, she done started with the excuses. Like, well, it really is hard to see that black sight and on the black target in the sun, but that back sight is green and the front is a red fiber optic. I'm picking it up pretty good. Sounds
Right,
like,
but you got the sun glaring down, and you've got your object painted black, and you're sitting there going
oh, is that
like
what it
that.
is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna have no excuses. I'm just saying. So, and I'll pull the first one from a double action too. How about that?
You hit a lot on the left, but you had about 4 or 5 on the right.
So,
You was,
I didn't get, I don't believe I vindicated myself. What,
nah,
you know,
you didn't.
I didn't. No, okay, well that's fair. Well,
I mean,
in all fair,
you had a cluster, but it wasn't on the right like you was
I'm not
aiming.
sure if that's, I'm not sure if saying that it was a cluster is like, and a subliminal message or something. I don't know, but in all fairness, it has been almost a year since we've shot this gun. So either way, I'm going to practice a little bit with it. Hopefully by the end of this, it's not really a review, just me shooting the gun really, but I am going to talk a little bit about it, what I like about it, what I wish they would do. So, but I'm gonna load up some more, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. Okay, so obviously this gun already is what this gun is, right? It's 97B, CZ97B 45 auto. I'm not really sure when this was released officially, like what year, but this one is what it already is, right? So this was, I'm sure, before. Did you just walk through the camera? That's fine, whatever.
I
Over
thought you
there
was talking to me.
modeling, with the, what is that? You got the the Cheeto rings. Okay, so you know, I guess this was before the FN, 45 tactical and 15 rounds. This gun is definitely big enough that, like the FN 45 tactical, that it certainly could have had a 15 round mag. Unfortunately, it does not. It comes with two 10 round magazines, which is really low capacity for a gun this size. But again, this gun is what this gun is. Just an absolutely stunningly beautiful gun that feels amazing in the hand. 1911-ish, just a little thicker, right? So, but what I wish they would do, they did discontinue this weapon, right? What I wish they would do is, because CZ, I hope they're listening, we've been waiting, or I have anyway, for you to release some form, any form, whatever. If it comes in an all metal, plastic, P10F, chambered in 10 millimeter instead of 45 or 9 millimeter, we're waiting on a 10 millimeter. We're waiting on some more 45 options. Do you know how awesome it would be? I mean, yes, you could send this off to Cajun Gun Works, but they don't mill a slot into the bottom of the gun here. They actually affix a piece or attach a piece to the bottom that kind of just doesn't look good, right? In order to add a light. As I mentioned, if this had a light rail option, it would be on my nightstand every single night, because the reality is I do shoot better with it than that. Just again, it has been probably close to a year since I've shot this gun. As Keenan said in the comment section, he's going to need to dust his off. It's just not something you shoot that often, right? And so what I wish they would do is release this. This is a single double action with a safety. Does not have a decocker, but you can carry it cocked and locked. And it has this little silver loaded chamber indicator that pops up when you chamber around. And so I wish they would make this in a decocker model, or having the option between the safety and the decocker, and maybe in a single action as well, maybe. Some different variants, if you will. But I prefer a decocker with, single action, double action. It does have serrations on the front of the trigger guard. Very, very large trigger guard that is ergonomically just right? And just like on your, what is it, SP01, the CZ75 SP01, very similar, if not the same trigger guard. Very easy to manipulate the mag release. It is not ambi in any way. And like I said, you will have to use the safety if you put one in the chamber, but you can manually decock it and use it from a single action as well. Either way, what I wish they would do is make maybe a single action variant of this, and also make a variant that can be just like this, but have the option of putting a decocker on it. Make one with some higher capacity magazines, maybe at least get to the Glock 21 12 round, with the option of maybe having an extended 15 round. What they're doing with mags today, I feel like they could do that. And put my light rail up there for sure. Make the serrations on the slide a little more aggressive, and give me an optic cut with some different sights. Oh man, I'm telling you right now, you may not be on that 45 drug like me, but if they were to do that, that would just be great. In my opinion, it would be an awesome seller. And trigger is fantastic on this gun for what it is. Gonna shoot one more magazine through it, and then wrap up the video. I don't think Amanda wants to shoot it anymore. She's I think she got some mud in her Crocs. Oh, she's got my flannel go jacket back on. We'll talk about that in a second. Just at the moment you start to get pretty good, you want to shoot it again?
You missed two.
I missed two. You
Yeah.
making fun of me?
Yeah.
But just at the moment that you start to get pretty good. Again, these are very low profile sights on here, so I guess maybe she wasn't wrong about that. Maybe it wasn't an excuse. I don't know. these are some very low profile sights. So what you find is adjusting to that, having been out at the range, shooting with red dots, it is an adjustment when you go to shooting with irons, especially on a full-size gun like this. But I promise you, once you figure it out, once you get on target where it needs to be, it is a fantastic shooting gun. Miss Amanda's got my Flannel Go jacket on. She told me whenever I bought this, you can bump the safety up. Let me see.
Oh,
All right.
pay attention.
So she told me whenever I got this that she thought that, I know you're not like this, Gene, but I thought you were just pimping this out because they sent it to you. I said, what, are you kidding me? I wore it to church. I wore it every single day, all the gun shops, and never said a word to anyone about where I got it from. This is an awesome jacket. But anyway, she put it on when we come out here today, and she told me I wasn't getting it back. That's why I have my Columbia jacket on. True story, you're not getting it back. It's warm. Go over and check the people out that support me. Flannel Go, that's G-O, the word flannel, G-O. I'll put a link in the screen there, flannelgo.com. I don't have any discount, or maybe I did. Did they give me a discount code? If they gave me a discount code, I'll put it up on the screen. But either way, for what this is and as warm and as well made as it is,
It's nice.
definitely worth the 40 some odd dollar price tag that's on it, because you'll pay way more for that than most of these. Anyway, we'll let you, what did you put in there? About
I think 6.
6 of them? Well, finish it out. Let's see what you got. Alternate.
Okay, hold up.
Did you knock the safety off?
Yeah.
Ah,
Missed
you
one.
missed the last. But that was pretty good, though. That was pretty good. You hit dead center of that teeny tiny little silhouette there. And man, that's you was pretty good with that gun. I'll give you
I
that.
still like it.
Whenever you were shooting with it, it was pretty good. Either way, I wish CZ would. It has the serrations across the top to cut down on the glare. It is a thin slide, just like you're accustomed to on the CZs. Although it is so smooth, even the very underwhelming serrations on the front are still easy to manipulate just because of how smooth that slide is. But although it still has the low bore axes like you see on the CZ, the metal frame CZs, and even some of the like P09, P07 still have that low bore axis, very thin slide. But because this is a 45, it's got plenty of real estate to grab onto. Either way, that's my CZ 97B chambered in 45. I hope CZ or someone from CZ sees this. If you're a CZ fan, if you're a 97B fan, this is discontinued. You will not find it unless indeed you find it on Gun Broker or somewhere like that. So reach out to CZ, send them an email, tell them you'd like to see this revamped. Put a light rail, full length one. Let's do the full length light rail all the way out, the pick rail all the way to the end. Let's do it in a decocker model, a single action model. Let's do it with one with an optic cut. You know, let's do some stuff, because I believe people will buy it. And you know what? Beef it up a little bit more, make a 10 millimeter out of it. Either way, we thank you guys so much for watching. We thank you for all of the support recently. We did find out, I know I was regurgitating a lie in unawares about the SuperThinks on YouTube, and I found out that between Apple and YouTube, if you've done it on an Apple device, they take about 40 to anywhere from 30 to 50%, depending on what device, whether it was Android or Apple. Just completely insane. I apologize for that. It was not intentional. So for the guys that sent me the $35 SuperThinks, I ended up with what, about 22 bucks of that or something. Still awesome, still love it. I'm still humbled that a complete stranger would support me. But if you don't want them to take that much, you don't want to give them any more, I mean, I don't even know why they're taking it, honestly. You can go over to gsquaredtactical.com. That's squared with a D, gsquaredtactical.com. I'll put a link in the corner of the screen. Click on the link, go over to the website, click on the 3 lines in the corner. It'll pop a screen down, it'll say support the channel, and it'll give you options and ways you can pay and donate to the channel, any amount that you want to. And I promise you, every dime of that will go back into buying ammunition, getting optics for the guns. Probably won't ever be enough to actually buy a gun, but who knows, who knows the flood of support I may get. But go over there, and consider doing that. You can still do the super thinks if that's what you want to do, if you feel more comfortable with that. You can also go over to Patreon, $5 a month, cancel anytime. I know $5 is a little small amount. I get $4 of that, but if enough people do it, you know, all that little bit adds up. Again, thanks so much for watching. As always, make sure you know Jesus Christ is your Savior, the most important decision you will ever make in your entire existence. I say it every time. I mean it every time. I think Amanda probably still outshot me with the 97B, so I'm probably going to come over here when she's at work and and get good with it. I'm just going to have to, I can't take a hit to my pride like that. So maybe you won't shoot as good with the FN reflex, but either way, make sure you know Jesus Christ is your Savior. And as always, on this beautiful day that the Lord has made, to God be the glory.